The airport is more than just a building. It is a place of dreams, beginnings, and emotions. For some people, it is a place of joy because it means a holiday is starting. For others, it is a place of sadness because it means saying goodbye. For many English learners, the airport is also a place of challenge. Why? Because at the airport, you need English. From the moment you enter the terminal, you are surrounded by signs, announcements, and conversations in English. It can feel scary, but it can also be exciting. Learning to use English at the airport is not only about travel, it is about courage, communication, and confidence. It is about discovering that your English can take you further than you ever imagined. Daniel was a 22-year-old student from Brazil. He had studied English for 5 years. He knew grammar, vocabulary, and some conversation. But he had never used English in real life, outside the classroom. One day, Daniel received amazing news. He got the chance to travel to Canada for a study program. His heart was full of joy, but also full of fear. He thought, how will I survive in the airport? What if I don't understand the announcements? What if I cannot speak to the staff? What if I make mistakes? The night before his flight, Daniel could not sleep. He packed and unpacked his bag many times. He repeated airport words in his mind: boarding pass, gate, luggage, security check. But still, he was nervous. When he finally arrived at the airport, everything felt big, noisy, and fast. People were rushing, announcements were loud, and the signs looked confusing. Daniel felt small and lost. At the check-in desk, the staff asked, "Can I see your passport and your ticket?" Daniel froze. His heart was beating fast. He understood the words, but his mouth could not answer. He whispered, "Yes, here." The staff smiled kindly and helped him. Slowly, Daniel felt a little more confident. Later, at the security check, he heard, "Please take off your shoes and put your laptop in the tray." Daniel hesitated. Everyone behind him was waiting. He thought, "They will laugh at me if I do something wrong." But then he remembered something his English teacher always said: mistakes are part of the journey. So Daniel smiled, asked politely, "Sorry, can you repeat?" The officer repeated, slower this time. Daniel understood, followed the instructions, and passed through successfully. At that moment, Daniel realized something powerful. English is not about being perfect. It is about being brave. After security, Daniel had some free time before boarding. He walked through the airport shops and listened carefully to the announcements. Each time he understood a word, like final call or boarding at gate 25, he felt proud. He decided to buy a bottle of water. At the cashier, he practiced small talk. "Hello, how are you today?" The cashier smiled and replied, "I'm good, thank you. Have a safe flight." That short conversation gave Daniel more courage than he expected. Finally, boarding time arrived. At the gate, the airline staff said, "Please have your passport and boarding pass ready." Daniel already had them in his hand. He smiled, gave them, and walked onto the plane. For the first time, he felt free. On the plane, looking out of the window, Daniel had a realization. The airport was not his enemy. The airport was his teacher. Every announcement, every sign, every conversation was a lesson. He had faced his fear and discovered his strength. Here is the truth. The airport can feel intimidating when you are learning English, but it is also one of the best classrooms in the world. Why? Because everything is real. You use English for survival, for connection, for action. And when you succeed, even in small things, you feel unstoppable. Think about it. If you can survive the airport in English, you can survive anywhere. The airport is a symbol of courage. Every time you pass through it, you are not only traveling to another country, you are traveling to another version of yourself, a braver, more confident you. Daniel's story is not only about one student. It is about all English learners. The airport shows us something important. English is not just grammar and vocabulary. It is life. It is experience. It is connection. When you speak English at the airport, you are proving to yourself that you are capable. You are showing yourself that fear does not control you. You may make mistakes, but every mistake is a step toward confidence. Remember, people at the airport do not expect you to be perfect. They expect you to try. And when you try, you grow. The airport is not only a place of travel, it is a place of transformation. Now it is your turn. Imagine yourself at the airport. Imagine you are at the check-in desk, or at the security check, or buying something in the duty-free shop. What would you say? What words would you need? Write down 5 useful airport phrases in English today. For example, where is the boarding gate? Can you help me with my luggage? What time does boarding start? Sorry, can you repeat that, please? Where is the baggage claim?
Practice them out loud as if you are really at the airport. And ask yourself, if I can practice English in the safety of my home, what will happen when I face the real airport? The answer is simple. You will not only travel to new countries, you will also travel into a new, stronger, more confident version of yourself. So don't wait. Start today. Your journey begins now.
Thank you so much for practicing English every day with us here on your favorite YouTube channel. If you'd like to keep learning and practicing, make sure to subscribe, give us a like, and share your favorite part of today's listening practice in the comments. See you in the next video.